KFAN.
Join the Meat Sauce and Miller Lite at D. Michael B's in Albertville tonight from 5 to 7. Stop by for drink specials. Register for a chance to win a spot in the Vikings Foundation Golf Tournament. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword golf.
Ooh. Going out and see Saucy tonight. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man. So I teased right before we went to break, talking to Ben Lieber, my main man over there. The article in the Athletic today from our friend Alec Lewis. He's talking about Jonathan Grenard. Kind of breaks down the entire situation in case you've forgotten and wondering what's going on. He's still a Minnesota Viking. He still wants a bigger contract because, his contract, by comparison to other players of his caliber, he's underpaid, no doubt about it. But as of right now, no takers. Ben, he mentions two teams in this article that still might be in play, Philadelphia and Indianapolis. And he speculates, I'm just, kind of putting a little bullseye on this entire article, take a second-day pick to get Jonathan Grenard. What do you think, if you had to have a big opinion, what do you think is going to happen? Will he be a Viking or will he be gone?
I think he stays. I think he stays. And I'm saying that both from my head and from my heart. I mean, I truly think that he is such a key part of this defense. And I understand where he's coming from on the player standpoint. You look at his production, you look at his disruption numbers, and you just watch. I mean, go out and watch 4 games when he's healthy. I mean, he's probably the best defensive player on the field. I mean, sometimes depending on who we're playing, he might be the best defensive guy on the field in general. He plays the run extremely well. He's so disruptive. I mean, there's so many times where he's getting to the quarterback and there's just a slippage by the quarterback and the quarterback's getting away. And yeah, you'd love to capitalize on those, but those quarterback hurries, the disruption points, if he is able to capitalize in this next year on some of those drive-bys and bringing the quarterback down, all of a sudden now he's an all-pro type of player. And so I understand that he probably wants $4 or $5 more million tacked on each year, which I don't think is a huge number. But again, we're really up against the cap. So we probably don't have a lot of wiggle room because we've kind of pulled all those levers with all the other restructures that we've done. So we are strapped for cash. So it is probably one of those things like, how serious are you? Are you really, really serious that you need $4 or $5 million extra dollars, which is a lot of money, per year to continue playing here? And if he digs his feet in, and he doesn't seem like a guy that's going to be a turd about it. I don't think that if they don't find a trade partner, he's going to come in and be a cancer in the locker room. I just don't think that's his personality. But you do have to weigh how motivated is he going to be and how disgruntled is he going to be if he doesn't get what he wants. And if I'm the Vikings, from a business standpoint, I'm not going to give him up for just a 4th rounder. That doesn't make any sense. Like he is a 2nd rounder at least. I would even take a 3rd rounder. So I think that he's a 2nd round pick at least. And if they don't get that, then I think he stays.
And a bunch of the teams that are in the top 10 of this draft that need edge players, obviously the Titans, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Jets all pick 2, 3, 4, right? 3 of those picks will probably be David Bailey, the Reese guy from Ohio State, and then Ruben Bain, the guy from Miami. So they will fill these needs with cheaper, maybe younger and cheaper options.
Yeah, absolutely. And, there's... If for any chance that one of those teams, they don't get what they're looking for or whatever, right? Maybe they look at this Arvell Reese pro day and they're like, ooh, boy, like maybe he doesn't have the bender flexibility that we're really looking for. Yeah,
that was weird.
That was very weird,
right? You see the side-by-side picture from him and the Reese guy?
No.
It's like
him and Bain?
Yeah.
Reese's?
Yeah, it would be like me and then John Randall running the same thing.
Hey, back to Bane for a second. I have a random Batman Bane question.
Oh, please.
Oh, go ahead.
Do we overlook Tom Hardy's Bane because it followed Heath Ledger's Joker? Like if Bane in Dark Knight Rises had been in the 2nd movie and then Joker in the 3rd, I wonder if we would have Bane way higher up on our all-time, awesome movie villains. Because he is awesome.
He's great.
But
There's
it's
nothing
just
that I don't like about Tom Hardy.
Right. And he's fantastic. The voice is awesome. The look's awesome. the jacket, right? The mask, the whole thing's great.
Yeah.
It's just after Joker.
Yeah.
And
That's a good point.
the standard was set so freaking high that I still think Bane's like a 9.3. It's just the Joker was a 10.0.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
Right.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Expect
Cool, we
one of
all
us in
agreed.
the wreckage, brother.
Yeah, we all agree.
Wasn't that fun? We all agreed?
We did.
Yeah. Even though I've never seen the one with Bane.
Oh, really?
So that's,
dude.
that's
Oh,
another
it's
point.
good.
You would have seen it
so
if it had been the Joker Part 2.
Yeah, it's good.
Ironically, you're going to hate the football scene. It's the dumbest scene of the whole movie. But
Huck loved
Is it
that.
like the opening scene or something?
no, it's like halfway through.
Okay.
He blows up the field in the middle of a football game
Kills a lot of people.
and kills everybody. But like Hines
scene.
Ward, is it Hines Ward, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Just keeps running and tries to score. And there is actually somebody trying to tackle him, even though basically a giant
world
sinkhole
is
has.
ending.
Right.
Yeah, it's over.
All of his teammates are dying, but it's like, I still got to try to make this
I
tackle.
got to score, yeah.
It's that part's really dumb. And then the way that if a gunshot shot out in a stadium, the mass panic for the exits would be astronomical, right? It'd be trampling over each other trying to get out. A bomb went off in the middle of the stadium. The floor falls out. But everybody calmly stays in their seat, just looks off in horror, but just nobody moves. And you go, that's the most unhuman thing in the hit. No one would ever do that.
They should have thrown a flag or a timeout at the very least.
100%.
You know, like somebody.
So it
Hines
just
Ward had the over.
it drives me
Yeah, he
nuts
did.
that Christopher Nolan is a genius and a master at his craft, and somehow just blew the sports scene to
No
no
pun
end.
intended.
Yeah.
But if you throw that aside, like when Bane comes out and starts talking, then you're captivated again because you're like, man, once he gets on the mic, you're like,
Yeah.
all right, I can hang with this speech. I just hate the looks of everybody in the crowd going, man, this is scary.
It does make Hines Ward look
It
pretty
is kinda
stupid as well.
spooky.
It does because he wants to
didn't
score.
notice?
Listen, he's just sticking to script. He's just doing what he's supposed to do.
Hey, yeah, plays to the well said, Zach.
Or again, if that is the heart of a champion, right? In the middle of a major catastrophe, all he wants to do is win.
It's too bad that all of his teammates would be dead, though. They would be able to pat him on the back and say, good job.
He was one touchdown away from a bonus.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he really needed that
he needed
$400,000.
it. He needed it, yeah.
Is Christopher Nolan the one that did Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Sir.
Did you listen to the latest Cillian Murphy with
Not yet.
Smartless?
Smartless?
I heard the first 20 minutes of it, so I haven't finished it yet.
It was sort of fascinating because I'm back listening to Smartless, and now I'm about to trail off again because it might have been this interview that it's so hard to get through because they ask just the stupidest questions sometimes.
Button bar.
I know.
Power Trip Morning Show.
Yeah, liner.
5:30 to 9 on the Fan.
Yeah. But Cillian was saying something about working with Christopher Nolan. I guess this is very rare that Christopher Nolan, there's no like cutting room floor. It's like whatever's scripted is what makes it in the movie. So he is so meticulous about every scene and all the dialogue before it's even shot that I guess every movie that he does is done early and comes in under budget because it's just like, boom, we're doing this scene and we're just done. And we just move on. And that's going to go in the movie.
So there's no improving. There's no, let's try it these 4 different ways. It's, I have the vision. You're doing
I have
the vision.
We're doing
correctly.
this.
Which is that also makes a lot of sense. And I haven't gotten to that part in Smartless yet, but that makes a lot of sense because he does run the same roster of actors and actresses back a lot because he must have so much faith that they understand his process.
Yeah.
He works with like the same 7 people over and over and over again. Yeah. Which is great because
Cillian Murphy
you
being
trust
one
him. And Murphy's definitely one of them. Yep. Cillian is fantastic.
Tom Hardy, too.
Yep. Hardy's one of them.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the overwhelming amount of things you have to keep track of in order to do a major motion
I know.
picture.
No idea.
Yeah. Being a director of something like that, I just can't even wrap my head around like all the things you have to juggle at the same
It's got to
time.
be in all of it's got to be in your head the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. And think about those credits last for what, like 10 minutes? Think about all the different people that need to come together to just make one singular movie.
Can't wait for Odyssey. I can't wait to see what he does.
I can't
with it.
wait.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Is that the Homer
Matt
thing?
Damon, yeah, it's his
Yeah,
way
from
home.
The Simpsons. Yeah.
He's in it.
Yeah.
By the way, I just got a DM
Hell yeah.
Nobody cares.
from Kevin Seifert responding to yesterday's Hour 1 podcast called Kevin Seifert Needs Falsies. And he wrote 3 words.
What the hell?
Working on it. Good.
Thank you, Kevin. That's the best.
Amazing.
I forgot you said that yesterday.
Yeah, sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, that got a little out of control.
I don't know what happened.
None of it's true, by the way. If you're asking if Kevin has
for
those.
Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Brought to you by the St. Paul Saints.
Thank you, St. Paul Saints. March 31st. Here we go. Baseball season's heating up.
All right, let's talk about some things that we haven't talked about at all. Sure, the Wolves had an epic comeback, historically big comeback in overtime.
Wow, tell me why Zoe loves it.
Twin season opener today. Vegas is getting another Super Bowl. Vegas is getting a basketball team at some point when they officially lock that in. Same thing with Seattle. The Wild are at Florida, blah, 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 blah. Here's some things that we haven't talked about at all. The men's Sweet 16, back up and running today. First game is at 6:10. There's 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow. The 4 tonight. Number 2, Purdue versus number 11, Texas. These lines are as of last night. I haven't seen if they've moved, but as of last night, Purdue was a 7.5-point favorite on DraftKings. At 6:30, Fred Hoiberg's Nebraska Cornhuskers against number 9, Iowa. DraftKings has Nebraska as a 1.5 favorite. At 8:45 to kick off the second set of games, number 1 Arizona takes on, Darius Acuff Jr.? Is that his first name, Darius?
Hawk, is that right?
Acuff's supposed to be the real deal. Arkansas, a 7.5-point underdog against the number 1 seeded Wildcats. And then at 9:05, Houston is a 2 versus Illinois, a 3. Houston on DraftKings, a 3.5-point favorite. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Big Ten teams playing tonight.
So we've only lost one seed.
We lost Florida.
That's
Florida,
it.
yep. Got stunned by Iowa. Florida
Arizona's the best team we have left, Hawk.
Okay.
For sure.
And
But
Duke got freaked out, but they're still in it.
Yeah, they're still in it, and they're like 6.5-point favorites tomorrow night.
And that's St. John's, right?
And then Michigan is a 9.5-point favorite over whoever they
Go
see.
Wild Cougars.
Nope, that's not it. Who's your favorite player on the Arizona basketball team?
Hooray Johnson.
Yeah. What position does he play? Hooray! What position does he play?
Center and guard.
Oh, wow. Hooray! Oh,
Yeah,
there. Whoa. Well, if Mel loves him.
Yell's his name.
Yeah.
hey, Ben, are you familiar with Kansas
Kevin
basketball?
Sievert's on ESPN right now.
Talking about falsies?
No.
Okay, can you imagine if you did?
How great would that be?
Ben, are you familiar with Bill Self?
Yeah.
He,
He's going to retire?
well, possibly, right? He is adamantly denying rumors that he's already decided because he did say a couple of days ago that he's thinking about what he wants to do, whether he's going to keep going or retiring. So he's admitted that he is non-committal. But there has been a couple of reports going he's going to retire. He tweeted somebody or texted somebody yesterday, no news, all BS, bad info. So essentially he's saying, I have not made a decision yet, even though retirement's one of them, but he has not made a decision yet. This is kind of nuts. So 2 national titles since he took over in 2003 at the University of Kansas. At Kansas, he has coached 801 games. 801. How many do you think he's won?
Oh, good question.
Ben goes first. 801 games. How many games has Bill Self won out of 801?
750.
750. Sauce.
That's not a bad guess, man. 730.
Maxo.
I might be off on this one. I'm gonna go like 685.
685. Chris.
I was going to say 689. I'm going to stick with it.
689. Zachary.
420. Blaze it.
He has won 79.2% of his games. He's won 634 games, lost 167.
Damn.
That's
insane.
I mean,
That's crazy.
Wow.
think of how, I don't want to say under the radar, the guy's going to be a Hall of Fame, he's a Hall of Fame coach. But I'm just saying you win 2 national titles, 79.2% of your games. You win 4 out of every 5 games you
80%
play.
of your games.
80% of your games.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like, that's just the standard at Kansas. 80%.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
What's a better job, that or North Carolina,
Whew.
if they both are available?
I would probably argue North Carolina, but I mean, those are both Mount Rushmore-esque jobs.
Yeah. I don't need Hawk's opinion. He texted me last night about
And he
it.
said Kansas or he said North
He
Carolina?
just doesn't have a full answer
It's
yet.
hard
He's gotta,
for me to answer. I got to do some research.
He's got to look into it more.
I would think if I'm a coach, I think the better job is Kansas.
You could argue that for sure.
just because you don't have Duke being next door to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
John Wayne.
And if you get hired at Kansas, you wouldn't be worried about Kansas State.
Well, that's the thing. Like
Wouldn't worry
we
about
thought
Kansas State,
we thought we had a coach, and then they fired him halfway through the season for reasons unknown. So we're kind of starting from scratch, and we've never been a basketball. I mean, it's been 50 years since we've been a good basketball school.
You had Michael Beasley for a second. Remember him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
I forgot he went there.
We had Mitch
He was a
Richmond.
psycho. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mitch Richmond.
That's about it.
Part of Run TMC.
You had Dusty
About
Mon.
it. And Dusty Mond.
Yep.
He was there.
All right, headlines when the Power Trip Morning Show returns after this with Ben Lieber on The Fan.
Never miss your chance to know what the latest sports news is in town, chances to win tickets, and knowing what is going on with all your KFAN shows. Follow KFAN 1003 on all of our social channels on Instagram, TikTok, and X Now. Stay connected and follow the sports leader, KFAN.
Thank you, Zach. Hey, Ben, you're not always asking for stories and stuff, but I got something for you to make sure you guys don't forget about on your show today.
Okay.
I think you guys should do a major breakdown. It was on this date in 1997. The Heaven's Gate cult members were found dead.
Yep.
I think that'd be a...
Yeah.
I think that'd be a great opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
it
that
really
would be
sets the
sweet.
tone
It
for the
really
rest
does.
of the show.
Deep
Yeah.
investigation.
What's that bit that you guys do, the throwback bit where you guys talk about things from the past? What is that called, that segment again? Like you were talking about old mall.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Rogers.
retro. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
not
we
that
just
bit.
we basically whatever happened to.
Yeah,
we-
whatever happened to.
Yeah.
Just go, hey, whatever happened to that Heaven's Gate cult?
Whatever
And then you
happened to
break
Marshall
down.
Applewhite?
Yeah,
Whatever happened to him?
Where's good old Marchier?
Yeah, Marchier.
Yeah,
Or
where
he's
did he go?
called the Frenchman.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably. Oh God, can you imagine if Maxo, if the twist at the end of Project Hail Mary had been like they run into the Heaven's
God,
Gate cult, and they're just like, hey guys, they're just
Tommy waving at him.
two ships passing in the night, just
And all you hear is Marshall go, we shouldn't have cut off our guns.
final word. The last line in the script is Gosson going, well, I'll be damned. Fade to black. They were right. They were right. Yeah. And nobody's steering the ship, right? Because they're just like riding that meteor or whatever. They're just riding the comet. Yeah, exactly. The comet. They're just riding it.
They're like the goons in Superman when they're on the piece of glass. Like a pane of glass. Trapped.
Right. Just waving like Tommy.
Yeah. Or Gump.
Hey, gang.
Like they're on a cruise.
And Marshall just sticks one foot up in the air to flash his Nikes one last time to troll Gosling. Look at these kicks, baby goose. What was
Were they
their-
white Nikes? What were they? Were they white?
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah, I
They all have
remember.
the same,
All white
same
Nikes?
style. Yeah.
Seeing the video of people going in and finding him, yeah.
Yeah, we're overdue for a good cult. Man, the 90s were great for cults.
What was their bit?
Firewoman.
They believed that like the world was going to end, so they needed to like hop.
see.
Was it the Hail Bop bit?
A music professor, Marshall Applewhite, after serving near-death experience in surviving in 1972, near-death experience, was recruited into the cult by one of his nurses, Bonnie Lou Nettles. In 1975, Applewhite and Nettles persuaded a group of 20 people from Oregon to abandon their families and possessions and move to eastern Colorado, where they promised that an extraterrestrial aircraft would take them to the kingdom of heaven. Let's see, Applewhite too. I explained the human bodies were merely containers that could abandon in favor of higher physical existence. As the spacecraft never arrived, membership in Heaven's Gate diminished. So he refocused on Hail Bob.
Yeah, that's why you can do castration. It's your physical form is irrelevant.
Yeah.
You just got to, again, if you want to take the train to Chicago, you got to go down to Amtrak, right?
Yeah.
Marshall Applewhite and Hail Bop, they're just like, well, that's just the stop to a higher plane of existence.
Yeah.
If we want to catch this train, we need to be ready when Hail Bop swings by Earth.
That part kind of makes sense to me, though, because listen, just stay with me for a minute.
Oh boy!
No, listen for a minute, please. Stay with me. Ben, use this on your show, okay?
Yeah.
Pitch
Taking
this in 10
notes.
minutes.
Yeah.
If Dave number 8, Lala, the alien, the super smart guy, meets me, and he's like, we'd like to take you along on our spacecraft, but we've scanned your thoughts. we're going to need to lop that thing off because you are scatterbrained because of your wiener.
You're a liability.
And don't forget your wiener.
Right.
You got to get rid of that thing, but then it's going to be bliss on you.
And then they pull your pants down to castrate you and go, oh, you already did it.
You're going to know the secrets of the universe, buddy. Just got to lop that thing off.
It's a lot like when Costanza gave up sex in Seinfeld.
Yes.
And he's just all of a sudden a genius and he realizes what absolute zero is. These aliens are like, we need you dumbass humans to be focused, which means let's do castration. Let's get you all in the same shoes, same outfit, same haircut. Let's just make you all the same, and then we can just focus on the higher plane of existence for the rest of the time.
Baby Goose sees us.
And waves.
And he waves at me, and I look at him, and I know the secrets of the universe, but I'm still sad.
Because you still miss it, even though you don't have the parts to help you. Yeah.
Hawk, are you busy this afternoon? Can you just stop by and you can just join us to talk about it? You seem to sort of be the expert.
Can we webcast? I'm tired.
Yeah, sure.
I'm tired.
Yeah, we can zoom in.
Yeah.
Webcast. I don't know.
All right, let's do this.
Now it's time for headlines.
All right, Ben, it is official. We talked about it briefly yesterday, but the Ace Ventura butt birth rhino did sell for right around $60,000. $60K.
It's a lot more than I thought.
That's a lot.
Bills?
No. Yeah, Kurt Bills bought
Might
it.
have been Kurt.
I think it was Bill Zinfern.
They should take it
60K.
to Tommy's
What
party,
is
and everybody gets to slide out of the rhino's butt.
Hey, gang. Hey, guys. Who's in there?
I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah.
Hey, get out of there.
Yep. Speaking of movies, this is very polarizing online for two reasons. Politically is one, but just Lord of the Rings nerds are uniting as well.
Dude.
Stephen Colbert is going to write the new Lord of the Rings movie when he's done with late night TV. He is a huge Lord of the Rings fan. He's made that clear for a long, long time. So when they announced this, obviously, if you don't like him politically, a lot of people are like, this sucks. But there's a division even amongst Lord of the Rings nerds going like, are we sure this is the best possible idea? So he is kind of like a Lord of the Rings expert. Like he's super knowledgeable. I'm sure if you did like a trivia night, like if, you go bar trivia and boom, there's Lord of the Rings. My guess is Colbert would crush it. But people aren't super thrilled about this idea that he's going to write the next one.
It doesn't seem like it fits.
It doesn't.
I don't know.
And I'm a huge fan of his, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense either. But let's see what he does.
Can
I don't
play
know.
some audio real quick?
Sure.
And remember, by the way, if the one caveat is he's not doing it alone. Peter Jackson, he won't do a bad movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
here you go. This is Stephen and Peter Jackson.
I started talking it over with my son, Peter, who's also a screenwriter. We worked out what we thought would work, especially as a framing device for that story. It took me a few years to scrape my courage into a pile to give you a call, but about 2 years ago I did. You liked it enough to talk to me about it, and ever since then, the two of us have been working with the brilliant Philippa Boyens on how to develop the story, and so that's what we're going to be working on.
Fantastic. Now, are you sure you've got the time, though? Because,
That I did not think I would have the time. As much as I love it, I knew I couldn't do that and do the show at the same time. But it turns out I'm going to be free starting this summer.
All right. Well, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
Again,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yep.
Let's see how this first one in this next trilogy even works out, right? To be honest with you. Because the Hobbit ones are better than people think, but they still are pretty flawed. Like, again, I rewatched them when I watched them with my kiddo because she liked the first Lord of the Rings enough that we went through the Hobbit trilogy again. Like, Smaug kicks ass. There's some cool things in it, but there's still a lot of CGI that you roll your eyes at, and it gets a little ridiculous.
I think the thing that I forget, I'm assuming a lot of other people out there forget, is until you hear that clip, you don't realize all the work that's been put in already.
Right.
You know, like they're not like, Jackson's just not making like a flippant decision. Like, he seems like a smart guy, and he probably, look at his writing history in comedy. He can do this.
Right. He wrote a script. Or at least an idea for a script.
Yeah, he's been working on, like you said, the framework of something for years and years and years, and it passes the smell test for Peter Jackson. So he's like, all right, we'll kick this can and see what happens.
And as Hawk said, Peter Jackson doesn't make a bad movie, like the 2005 film Hawk King Kong. Great film.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so good.
If he can just live
That's
up
his
to
best
that,
movie, right, Hawk?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Pepsi may be discontinuing about 20 different snacks that they own, including Cheetos Cheese Puffs. Oh, man.
Those are great.
I love those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
Lay's Sweet and Spicy Honey.
They're selling.
Oh, I didn't even know they had those.
Those rip.
They're really good and they sell like crazy.
It says they may be discontinuing these, so maybe public outcry will save some of these. Who knows? Lay's Slightly Salted Barbecue. Lay's Baked Salt and Vinegar. And then two.
Those are great.
Those are great too.
Yeah,
I mean,
those
again,
are good. I'll have
baked
that.
barbecued Lay's are, again, outside of just Doritos, are my all-time favorite chip. They're amazing. And then apparently there's two Funyun flavors that are on the
chopping block.
Chopping block as well. Yep.
Yeah, what a great marketing scheme. You know, you act like you're going to like take these to the gallows and just cut them out, and then you see which one of the public outcry gets the most attention. You're like, oh, we'll keep that one.
Yeah, man.
We'll keep that one, and then it sells like hotcakes.
Or you could just bring it back like 2 years from now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
people will freak out. Like the McRib. Every time they're like, it's the last time.
Yeah.
We're never going to do it again.
Been the last time for 30 years.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a kiss tour.
JetBlue flight turned around and had to return to the airport after it hit a coyote.
Proceed.
Dude, did you see the
Roadrunner
video of
okay?
this?
No.
Brilliant.
Hold on. I took a minute, so just please let me play this. I took some time to put this together.
Oh, man.
My God.
Actual audio.
Wow. I didn't know they had music playing.
And Roadrunner was there.
Yeah, good for him.
That was the horn on the plane. Actually,
Sauce, what's Coyote's middle initial?
While E Coyote?
What's the middle initial?
Is it E?
Got it.
yeah.
Does it stand for anything, or is it just E?
It
I'm sure it
does.
stands for
He
something.
says
Homer
it-
J. Simpson
In
is
the one
just
where
J.
he talks, he says it. You guys remember the one?
Is
Yeah,
it like
he does,
is
yeah.
it like Einstein or something?
Something like that.
Is it some reference to
I
how
think it's
smart he
Esteban.
is?
Yeah.
Esteban.
Enrique.
Yeah.
Stands for
It could
Dirty
be
Roger.
Enrique.
It's Birdman.
Ben, before you go, I wanted your take on this. Have you seen a couple days ago, United Airlines announced that they are going to have United Relax Rows. Have you seen pictures of this yet?
Okay.
Google this quickly. This is
yeah, I
people
saw
are
this, yeah.
actually pretty pumped about this. So you can book an entire row of 3 seats,
That'll be cheap.
and they'll have adjustable leg rests that can be raised up. So basically, you can convert a row of 3 into a bed.
Oh, my Lord.
So it's not going to be every row. It would be like 12 rows per flight will have the ability to do that. So it's not just like, well, you could just be, I'm super rich. I want all 3. I want to nap. Or what they showed on the photos on social media is you could buy the 3 seats essentially,
Yeah.
right? It's like a parent and 2 kids. And essentially you could have your 2 kids nap on the bed.
Yeah.
It's a futon basically. It's like a pull-out couch, but it's a row of seats. And if this works, what social media's reaction is every airline's going to have to figure out if they do some kind of modification that's similar to this. No word on exactly how much it's going to cost yet. And they don't know if they're going to make these seats available individually or if you're going to have to sell them as a unit. Because obviously, how do you do that? If you sell one seat but not the other 2, then no one can flip it into a bed, right? It's got to either be all or nothing.
It's for families,
Yeah.
for sure.
Or unless you don't mind snuggling with a stranger.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're going to release more details later this year on how much it's going to cost and how the booking's going to work, but they're going to roll this out.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I think it's worth a shot. I mean,
Move on in here.
you going to be big spoon, little spoon? What are you
Eat all
going to be?
By the way, by
pretzels?
2030 as well. So it's going to be equipped on more than 200 of their planes by the year 2030.
Yeah, it'd be great for somebody like us with a 2-year-old when we travel
we
with
would have
him.
done it when we had young kids for sure. Yeah.
And Louie and I would nap, and my wife would have some peace and quiet for once in her life.
It says can be booked by a solo or duo. Comes with several special amenities: a custom fitted mattress, a plush blanket, and 2 extra pillows.
Oh, perfect.
Those aren't pillows.
Yeah. Although the flight to Chicago is too short for that. So,
Yeah.
It's got to be a
exactly.
long flight. All right. Love you guys. Got to go.
Love you, buddy.
See
All
you
right,
guys
see you Monday, okay?
All right, for a full Heaven's Gate breakdown, Twin Cities
Yes,
Live at
check out
3
3
o'clock today. So
And
if you
I'll-
want to see Elizabeth
doing
Reese
an hour
break
on
down
it?
castration, she'll break that down around 3:01.
Yep.
Wow.
I'll do a live
Turn host
demonstration.
chat.
But via webcast.
Yep.
Yep. Hawk, have you seen, I'm asking you specifically because I know you're the biggest fan here probably, have you seen the new Harry Potter trailer for the HBO series?
I have not.
Because it's out.
Oh.
The trailer is out.
I saw it yesterday.
And?
I don't know, dog. It
What?
feels kind of bootleg.
Can I ask an uneducated question?
I bet you can.
All my questions are uneducated. Is it like a prequel? Is it like...
Oh, it's a reboot.
They're just redoing the whole thing.
They're just redoing the whole thing.
Yeah. I think in real time, like with the kids, so it doesn't end up like the Harry Potter movies did, where Daniel Radcliffe was like 40 with a mortgage by the end of the movie.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't know why, but it seems too soon to completely reboot the series. You know what I mean?
Right. Which is nuts, because when did the first movie come out?
99? Yeah, 2000?
Yeah, something. I mean, early. So we're talking 20 plus years, but it does seem like it wasn't that long ago.
Right.
2001. Yep.
So 25 years.
I'm looking at the trailer right now. It's the same movie, just with different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
But again, it's
God,
HBO.
I love these movies.
It's HBO.
They're
How
great.
often does HBO screw something
you're right.
like this up?
You're right.
So
Yeah. And I'll definitely watch it.
I just want to know what's going to make it different. Like you said, it's just like, you don't want to change
Look
the
at
source
Hagrid.
material.
Oh, that's the dude from Simon Pegg's movies. Is playing Hagrid.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know the first one grossed over $974 million worldwide?
74 million of that was just me.
Yeah,
We went to that movie so many times. We went to every one of them's midnight screenings. Alex and I loved it so
That's
much.
awesome.
It was so
amazing.
much
That's
fun.
awesome.
I'll never forget it, man.
Yeah.
I had never seen any of them, never read any of the books, and me and my daughter watched all of them last year. And it's just such a cool bonding experience with your kiddo, you know. Now she's like obsessed with it.
Those bells will always remind me of Christmas because they came out at Christmas. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
boom.
Maxwell, also, it's like I feel like the last 10 years of Stranger Things has also reminded big time studios like HBO's production team saying, can we build a universe where the entire family can watch a series for the next 5 or 6 or 7 years?
100%, because that's not
Not just Game of Thrones, but what else can we do?
Kids don't have a lot of shows these days, like especially, you know, I mean, like kids do, like children, but like the teenagers, the preteens, they don't really have a lot of things going on. They just kind of transition right into the adult stuff these days. Like back in the day, there were so many teen movies, teen shows, so there's not a whole lot of things that you can enjoy with the whole family. You're 100% right.
Look at Wednesday and Stranger Things. If you give that kind of like 9 to 13-year-old group a good show, they're all going to watch it.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe that's what
enormous.
HBO is swinging for here. It's little of column A, little of column B. I don't know. I've never seen the movies either. I've seen most of the first one.
Yeah. The movies
Never
are
watched
great.
all of them.
They're outstanding.
They are great. Harry's a jerk, though.
Well,
He's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. I bet when this comes on, if you watch it with your daughter, I think you'll have respect for the story. It's a really good story.
Oh, it is a good story.
Really good
The
story.
books are outstanding, man. They're very good.
Who read them to you?
Funny enough, Hog's Daddy.
I did. I used to. Yeah. This is my first job.
That's when he first met my dad. My dad was like, I'll sleep with you, but you got to get my kid to learn to read. How old is he? He's 18.
I'm betting 3 months mortgage that the first two people that book the United Relax Row are Chris Hockey and Meat Sauce, and you guys are going to spoon all the way to Las
And
Vegas.
guess what we'll do every time we fly together?
Cry. Yeah, we'll cry a lot.
He cried to a Foo Fighters documentary before the plane took
You have to
off.
lay down again.
Yeah. Are you two okay? Yeah, we're just emotional.
Again, add this to the list. Chris, this seems to be the theme this week of things that you're kind of afraid of that keep popping up in the news.
Yeah.
You've always like getting buried alive or having somebody think that you're dead, but you're not dead.
Oh,
You've
it's the
mentioned stuff like that,
worst.
right?
I can't even imagine.
Check this story out. This is nuts. I have so many questions, but I just have a headline. That's how this whole bit started a handful of years ago. A 50-year-old woman in India who had been declared brain dead regained consciousness when the ambulance that was carrying her hit a super big pothole.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my.
So
It's like punching the pop machine.
Yeah.
what's going on there? She's brain dead. We got nothing left.
Unbelievable.
They're driving her around. They're driving along. Hit a giant pothole. Probably pops her up in the air like the end of a game of perfection.
Well,
And all of a sudden,
great reference.
Thank you. And she regains consciousness.
That was a fun game.
Did you ever actually complete it?
I mean, you don't have to point out all
I'm just
my
saying it's
flaws.
attention to detail. It's stress. We've seen you play Papa Shot. I can't imagine you were good at perfection.
not
not that kind of Papa.
Not Peter. Relax, please. You love Papa.
I do.
Yeah.
By the way, Sauce, here, this is the story that I was asking about earlier. Thing from Wednesday did not actually throw out the first pitch, even though everybody was promoting that they were going to. It was actually former Giants managers Bruce Bochy and Dusty Baker. But an animatronic Thing did make an infield appearance on a skateboard. What?
Yeah,
throw out the first pitch, you lazy bum.
That's why I turned it on.
Hell yeah, you did.
I wanted to see if that was happening. It was a little, I know, Bert Kreischer for the second time reference today. He came out and was like, we've been waiting for this all winter long. No, we haven't.
I just got a text from somebody associated with the show, wants to know more about the animatronic Thing.
Yeah. It's from Hawk Chrissy.
Oh, it wasn't me. That's
It's
a Tommy
you.
reference.
No, it's you. You'd let it.
Sublime is going to release their first album in nearly 30 years, and it will be with Bradley Noel's son, Jacob, as the frontman.
Wow.
Sweet.
He's obviously been touring with him for the last handful of years, and the guy's got rock star aura, right?
Yes, he
but
does.
when it is a Nepo baby in the truest form, you're like, well, is he a rock star or is he just playing the part? Who knows? He seems to be a decent singer, and he's trying to do the best he can to sound like his dad, but isn't that what Sublime fans want? I don't know.
This is an unanswerable question, Hawk, and you might know the answer. Does his mom, Bradley's widow, own part of that band?
I would guess, yeah. And I'm sure that, and I don't know how he divided it up or if he didn't had a will or anything like that. I didn't even know he was married, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, it's deviated down to whomever owns the rights to the publishing. And I know he wrote the songs. So,
man,
and then
even
if he didn't take sole ownership, it's only 3 people, and they sold a lot of records, man.
Yeah, they
back
did.
when they sell records. But you know what, Corey? There's so many bands out there. Like, people love going to see Journey, and that dude isn't related to Steve Perry at all.
Right.
He still
Good
kills
point.
it.
Yeah.
I, if he sounds at all like his dad, awesome. And even if he doesn't, it's cool. Go do it. I love those songs. I'm there to hear the songs. You know?
Yeah, and the 2
Damn, that
original
record
guys
was
are
good.
there. Bud and Eric are still part of it.
Yeah.
But like if Blind Melon's son, fully sighted Melon, just is like the lead singer of Blind Melon for the next handful of years, you'd be like, I don't know, do we really need this again? But I don't know. But if it works, it works.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you? Let me ask a weird question. Would you rather have him do his best Bradley Noel impression, or just hope that he has a completely unique voice and he just happens to be Bradley Noel's son?
I think it is well, it's different that it's a son.
Good question.
But I think it's a major mistake when a band hires a guy. Like, one of my favorite 80s bands, they hired a dude to be the singer after the original singer quit, and he couldn't sing the hits. He couldn't hit the range. He didn't have the range. And I thought that was the dumbest thing ever, because these were giant hits.
Right.
And I know you want to do new music with this guy and you like his voice. That's cool. But you got to have somebody that can sing the hits.
What band was it?
Skid Row. I just say it. The first guy that they hired after Sebastian couldn't sing I Remember You and 18 in Life. It's like, well, why? What?
Yeah.
I want him to be able to sing other stuff too. Good for him. But you got to be able to nail those songs.
If you're starting a new band with a new name and you just want to keep going and you find a new singer, sure. But if you're going to be essentially a greatest hits band,
right?
There's some truth to that.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
It is weird. Again, I know you've seen Sauce. You've seen the videos of Jacob singing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's a lot like his dad.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's a stud too. They played Coachella, not like side stage. They played main stage Coachella
I can't
a few
imagine.
years ago.
I wonder what that gentleman had in him.
I know.
I wonder what he had in him. Because that record.
Oh
my gosh.
Sublime, he died before it came out, didn't he? Isn't that the Sublime?
Isn't he part of the 27 Club?
It's got to be very close.
It's got to be very close. It's sad, man. The documentary they had on VH1 about it is so sad.
Dude, they were so cool. That aura of that whole band. Dude, smoking a cigar on stage while playing the bass all the time. They were just so cool.
28.
The doggy on stage.
Man, the picture of Bradley and holding his son and Lou Dog next to him is
I know.
And man, again, I was in high school when Sublime was gigantic. And you know how many bonfire boozing parties I sat at where Sublime was essentially the soundtrack?
Sublime?
Hoping for somebody to caress you down.
No, they didn't. I was a bad fish too.
Give you that G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip?
Nope.
It's, man, their self-titled album that has all the hits on it, there's not a skip on that album.
No,
every song is good, and it's like 18 songs.
It's a feeling. That record is a feeling.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to that today. It's so good, dude.
And
so good.
You know what's crazy about their success is I know ska had a thing, but Sublime wasn't ska.
No.
Right? Sublime was like reggae alternative. Right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you want to call Sublime,
But
right?
he had something to say.
Yeah,
Right.
he did. Yeah.
And great singer, super, like you said, vibe is the best way to describe what they were.
They were a
But what's
vibe.
crazy is I can't even really think of another band that found any semblance of success right after them that tried to do what they did.
No.
You know what I mean? It was like
Yeah.
they had their own little vacuum of like, wow, this band's got something new and cool and fresh. And then when Bradley Noel died and Sublime kind of faded, there wasn't like another wave of bands that tried to do what they did. I'm sure they did, but I can't think of any of them that found mainstream success
And
at all.
yeah, I mean,
Am I missing somebody?
No, I really can't think of anybody.
no.
I feel like it's such a tight rope act that it has to be authentic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's never going to work. It's going to come off as so campy, cheesy, like get these guys out of here. But it really, like Hawk said, they had something to say. It came from that's who they are. They weren't trying to impersonate a sound. That's the sound they wanted to make.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't do it on purpose. That's just who he was.
Right.
Yeah.
Those songs are him.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, that was a moment.
I mean, they would hold. Is it K-Rock? Is that the big?
Yeah.
They would hold these like parties in the middle. It was just sweet. There's a few documentaries on them. It's outstanding.
That's the other thing about that record and those songs is I could be in Russia and it's snowing, and that sounds like California.
Yes, you are correct.
That
yeah.
sounds like a California party on a sunny night.
So
and you're
good.
free and you're happy and you're with friends.
It's perfect summer music. It's so good.
And Max, you know how you say like anytime "Lose Yourself" comes on, like every white person in the room's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yes!" Like, I feel like Santeria is the same thing.
Yeah.
You want to see like 90 like middle-aged white guys get super pumped. Those first couple notes of Santeria hit, and everybody wants to do karaoke. Right?
It's so good.
They want to hit every. Like that song is just an absolute banger.
Yeah. And you
What
better
I
I
got.
love that band.
they're all- yes.
If people
Badfish
are
is my
drunk,
favorite,
you
but they're
better
all
turn
great.
it up because you're not going to be able to hear it because everybody's going to be singing.
Yeah.
I love it. God, that's a good feeling. Music, man.
Yeah,
Music.
Sublime kicks ass.
Kicks
I'm
ass.
definitely going to check it out. I don't know if I'm excited for it because I'm more skeptical than excited, but I hope they find some semblance of what they had
Man,
30 years ago. We'll
I'm
see.
shocked they don't tour with your band. 311.
I'm sure they have in the past, like back in the 90s. I'm sure they had crossover stuff at some point.
Wouldn't it
Who
be cool
knows?
if it was just a great record?
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
It'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Adam Thielen tomorrow on the Power Trip Morning Show around 8 o'clock. Thielen makes his, I believe, fifth appearance is what Power Trip Initials said on Twitter. I think it's his fifth time playing Initials. And what do we got? $112,500 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot tomorrow. So that's a massive number. It'll be good to see Thielen for the first time in a long time. So Thielen tomorrow around 8. Marnie will be here. We'll talk to Mr. Z. The whole, whole crew should be in effect tomorrow. 5:30 to 9. It'll be fun. All right, 9 to noon is next. Everybody have a good day. See you tomorrow morning.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
Lane Music Room in St. Michael tonight if you're not busy. Bye. Love you. Bye.